Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a quick video of this DI box I got. I've had it for about a year. It's the Countryman Type 10 Direct Box. It's a newer version of the Type 85 Direct Box that Countryman makes. That's extremely popular. They sell both of them still. Based on third-party sellers like Sweetwater that I've seen, it's $50 more. As of the day of making this video, the Type 85 is about $150 US, and then the Countryman Type 10 is about $200. On their website, it's $300, so take that as you will. And then what they claim this one is different than the Type 85 is that it has lower distortion, higher signal to noise ratio, the lowest phase deviation, and then the lowest distortion of any DI. How they do that, I'm not a electrical engineer. I don't know the specifics of it. But I can say that based on their description, what they say is the Type 10 achieves the highest signal to noise ratio, also the lowest phase deviation, and the lowest distortion of any DI. They go on to say some boxes achieve low distortion over a narrow range of frequencies and levels, but this ends up coloring the low frequencies and distorting loud signals. The Type 10 maintains exceptionally low total harmonic distortion and IMD across the entire audio band, and for a wide range of input voltages, rendering your sound with extremely high fidelity. The Type 10 maintains exceptionally low THD and IMD across the entire audio band, and for a wide range of input voltages, rendering your sound with extremely high fidelity. Take that as it is, I guess. If $150 is your absolute budget and your limit on what you can spend on a DI box, then you should absolutely go for the Type 85 Direct Box, the black one by Countryman, because it's an awesome DI box. It's used by professionals all over the world, and no one's ever complained that it doesn't sound good. If you have an extra $50 that you want to just throw at a DI box, I would say go for it. This thing's awesome. I haven't compared, nor will I be able to compare the sound of this one with a 85, because one, I'm not going to buy another one just for this video. Two, even if I did have one, I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I don't have golden ears. At the same time, I'm not an amateur. I've been doing this for a long time, but I just have faith that I wouldn't be able to tell any difference between an audio source, depending on whether it's going through this or that one. Does that mean that I wasted my money by buying this one? No, not at all. I enjoy buying high-end gear, just knowing that it's high-end, so I don't have to worry about, if something's sounding bad, I know it's not the box. If I have high-end gear throughout my entire signal chain and it sounds bad, it usually means that it's me, the player. So that way I can just practice, I can adjust what I'm doing personally as opposed to blaming the gear. So that's why I like to go for this kind of stuff. Other than their claim that it sounds better, I mean, I believe them, don't get me wrong. I can't express how that's possible because again, I'm not a electrical engineer. But other than that, they just go on to say that it's indestructible, just like the Type 85. They have a cool video on their website of hydraulic press on the box. I mean, look at the thickness of these walls. So if we compare it to a quarter, it's probably 2/4 thick. Yeah, it's exactly 2/4 thick. So it's extremely thick for a DI box. It's gonna outlast you, that's for sure. The next thing that they mentioned was that it's versatile. They basically just go on to say that it's rock solid isolation and just designed to drive any board across hundreds of feet of cable, whether or not you have phantom power. You'll notice that the labeling on here is somewhat different than on the Type 85. On the Type 85, up here it says pickup, and then down here it says speaker. But really it behaves close to the same way. And I believe what pickup is, it would be like 0 dB, meaning there's no pad, and then speaker would be the 30 dB pad. But on the Type 10, there's 3 options here. And really all it is just a pad. What that means on the Type 85 is that pickup is basically 0 dB, that you're getting your input from your pickup of your guitar, and then speaker is negative 30 dB. And what that means is that you can actually plug an amp into this. Most direct boxes, you don't want to do that because you could blow something. I mean, there's so much power coming out of a guitar amp that it's very easy to blow components depending on what you're plugging into. But with this, you turn this down to 30 dB and then you come out of this into your speaker. Now, if you're going to do that, let me repeat myself. If you decide that you want to put your amp in front of this, so if you were going to go guitar to guitar amp to DI box to speaker, you absolutely need to make sure that you have speaker plugged into this through, because this is not a load box, okay? That's very important to know. If you don't have a speaker plugged in to this and you have your amp plugged into this, you can very easily blow your amp. What else can I say about this? I don't mean to make this a DI box tutorial. It was more just a review on the Type 10, but this is an active DI box. It's important to know that. It's going to give you a different kind of tone than a passive DI box will. And what active means is that it requires power. So you can get power from this thing two ways. The first one is with battery power. You get to power test this to show where you're getting your power from. And it's a switch that you pull it down and it'll flip back up once you let go of it. So you push it down and it'll flip back up. So this comes with the battery installed. I took mine out just because I'm always going to be using phantom power and I don't need to keep a battery in here. Last thing I want is battery leakage over 10 years or so. So I just took mine out, so that's why you're not seeing any lights pop up here. But I'll open this up in a second just to show you what the inside looks like. But yeah, once I have XLR cable plugged in here and phantom power from whatever my source is, mainly my mic pre, I flip this down and this turns green, so it'll show me that phantom power is being used. If you do decide to go with a battery with this unit, the battery will only be engaged when you plug your TS cable into the input jack and when phantom power isn't available. So if you do have a battery in here and phantom power, it won't use the battery's power, it'll use phantom power. But if phantom power gets turned off and there's something plugged in here, then the battery will switch on. So it'd be a really good fail-safe if you're playing live and for whatever reason phantom power fails to this box, it'll still work with that battery. This thing will also tell you when your battery's low. So if you're using battery power to power this and it's green, then it's good. If it shows your battery power, when you test this, if it shows a red battery, that means that your battery's low and needs to be replaced. Just the ground lift, you want to keep this on ground unless you're getting a ground loop, then you'll lift that up. But I don't have any ground loops, so I'm going to keep that on ground. Here's what the bottom looks like. I added these. These didn't come with the product. If it does come with any padding, I don't remember. But I added these just because I have a wood table here, and these edges are actually pretty sharp. I like it. It's slick, but I don't need to be scratching up my table. So I put these on the very edges, and then these just because I used to set it on something that wasn't completely. It was only this long in length, my old table, so it was wobbly. So I added these extra ones in the back here. But yeah, let's open this up. They say you can use a coin, probably like a dime would be better, but I have a screwdriver here, so I'm just gonna use that instead. All right, there's the screw. And it slides out like this. That's not a very pleasant sound. But either way, this will come out, and this is what we're looking like on the inside. Very, very cool. This is where your battery goes, obviously, if you want to use battery. And then, once again, just to be clear, I'm not an electrical engineer, so I could not tell you very much about the rest of this stuff. Here's the transformer right here. And then your switches and your inputs. And yeah, that's about it. Very cool. So let's put this back. Oh, is there a right way or a wrong way? I don't think so, huh? Well, that's cool. So this is also nice. I mean, there's no nothing sticking out, so you'll never break any of these toggles here because it's all receded into the box, which is super cool. Again, I don't know if I put it in the right way or not. I think it goes in either way just fine. Yeah, what else can I say? That's about it. Let me look on their website just to see if there's anything else. And then I mentioned this a little bit before, but I just double checked the manual, and yes, they only want you to use TS cables with this box, no TRS cables. So thanks for watching my video. I plan to continue uploading videos of just unique audio gear that there aren't a lot of videos for on YouTube and the like. So subscribe if you like these videos. Let me know what I can do better. I'm kind of new to this, but I'm not planning on this being a review channel, more just like a cool gear audio channel. So make sure to get subscribed if you like this kind of stuff, and thanks for watching.